Can we eat them? That I don't know. I don't know how edible aliens are. But you already super duper no practice. I did more practice, that is true. Eat what aliens? We are gonna visit my wife's family. No, oh no. Motion blur is off. Motion blur is off. That's a given. That is an actual given. So, time to pick up your practice and catch up to you. And now you will surpass me soon. You should ask your wife if her family is edible. I mean, if I can eat my wife. You should be able to eat your wife. And you should actively eat your wife. I hope not you, Alex, not you. I know you don't like that, but I hope that if someone has a wife, that you actively eat your wife. It's important. Yes, for communication. Just a heads up for everyone on the purple side of the internet. We added no sound. No, there is no sound on the game yet. We added some words muted on the red side of the website. So on YouTube, we muted some words, especially FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's and all of that. No redeem sound? That's weird. Let me check. That should be on, though. Blurp is on. Yes, we also block Roblox. Wait, why those have to be muted? Because we kept getting children being like, stop playing this, play Roblox. Stop playing this, play FNAF. And I'm like, I'm too old for this. So we muted them. So yes. Motion blur disabled. This gives me okay. The team, I believe. Oh, but let me say hello, YouTube. Today we are playing UFOPHILIA from the team Jandusoft, published by Jandusoft and developed by K148 Game Studios. It released on January 29, 2016. So if you want to play the game, you can find it on Steam. Let me pin the comment. Steam. UFOPHILIA. Right now it's at 20% off. If you are so inclined and so interested. There we go. No, I don't want to reply to myself. I want to pin this. Manually unpin. And pin in here. Sorry, you're gonna see myself duplicate like 6,000 times. Sorry, everyone. Pin. Okay. Me, you got beaten by a 12-year-old. Hi. Top 10 pins, top 10. Thank you very much again, Jandusoft and K148 Game Studio for the free key on UFOPHILIA. And basically the game is UFOs are real. Will you investigate? Believe. The truth is out there. The X-Files investigation starts now with you. UFOPHILIA is a first-person psychological horror where you play as an investigator obsessed with the UFO phenomenon, explore remote locations full of anomalies, use a specialized technology, and face the unknown. Your goal: discover which alien is present and manage to photograph it. Tan 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 tan. Each mission is random. You never know what type of alien you will encounter. But it will help if the alien... but with the help of the UFOPHILIA software, you will have all the necessary tools to search, identify, and photograph any aliens. But it won't be easy. They are watching us too. You will experience terrifying phenomena. Some aliens are aggressive, others curious, even playful. Embark on this unsettling adventure, as fascinating as it's dangerous. So we are gonna be seeing aliens. Leak those UFOs. What's wrong with all of you wanting to leak everything? Why? Why do you want to leak everything? What's your mission? Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4. Oh my god. There are phases to this? Okay. So we can eat them. I wonder. I wonder if we can. Okay. I have opinions on the UX and the UI. I mean, the UI is what it is, but the UX, motion blur is disabled. Do you think they taste like chicken? Like frogs taste like chicken. Using special tools will... Okay, that was fast. Important, read before playing. This video game may contain flashing lights that could trigger seizures in individuals with photosensitive epilepsy. Even those without a known history might be affected. If you experience dizziness, visual changes, twitching, or loss of consciousness, stop playing and consult a doctor. Children and teenagers are more susceptible to these effects. Play in a well-lit room and avoid playing if you are tired. Consult a doctor if you have a history of epilepsy. I have a problem with this button, but... Is everyone okay? If you have epilepsy or photosensitive issues, please. I can't even read it. Yeah. New Mexico? Game. Camera shakes. No, I don't want to. Oh, no. Head bobbing. No. Can I leak the monitor? No, you're gonna electrocute yourself. You have to be careful. Okay. Additional UI text size. What does that mean? Ooh, I know. What's the last song you sang again? It's called Hanamizuki. Hanamizuki. This. Oh. That one. Yes, you are correct. So, I don't know if you guys can see it because it's covered by the back button. Okay. This page per se, there is no issues. Me personally, I would have made this smaller and just one line here. Like use headphones for the full experience and the alien with the headphones here. But then if you think about it, this doesn't fit this retro investigation paranormal, you know. Then I don't have any problems with this in here. Not major problems. I would probably make this bigger. I personally don't have visual impairments aside from having to wear glasses, but some people might have visual problems, so making the text bigger would be good. In settings, I would keep like a title here, settings, or at least keep the same the game design critic in the beginning. So at least if we are gonna do this X-Files aspect to the whole game, which is one of the parts that interested me the most when I requested this game to the publisher, is I would have like the title here, like settings, because one, it keeps the UI in theme, what you want to present, and two, gives a reminder to the user to the page that they are at. Then we have controls, and then we have keyboard and mouse controls. Why cannot these two be together? Also, if you see, this dotted line is super long in here, and it ends very close to the border, but it's very spacious here. But if we go back, it's very short. So these are tiny things that I would probably fix. So make everything the same length. So game. And now we have the title, you know? Why didn't we have the title before, but we have it now? So these are tiny things. Obviously, this is just got released. I believe it's the first time studio. I might be wrong, but you know. Why we have this title here, but we don't have it here, which, you know. Then, additional UI text. Why do I have an explanation for camera shakes, but for not additional UI text size? What is additional UI text? You know, it's like hints. It's the tutorial. We don't know. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the text has this Roswell, New Mexico, 1947. I don't know if you can see it, because you need to have the contrast is it's not that well. The color is very close to the background, and if you are visually impaired, you might have problems seeing this. But if you check it, it's also in here, but it's difficult to see because it's covered by the back button, this incredibly long back button, and it's like compressed because this paper texture has been smooshed and not resized in the sense of keeping the same aspect ratio. It has been like a smoosh from the top and the bottom, so the text also becomes a smoosh top and bottom. And that's also a thing that you see. If you see the camera shake, you can see the same issue. I cannot do it without the camera shake pop-up disappearing, but you can see tiny the text super distorted at the bottom. So you have the texture without the text and only the paper texture, or this will happen if you are gonna smash, like squeeze from the top and the bottom. Also, why is reset to default and back the same size? And usually red over black is difficult to see because, as we have seen just a few minutes ago, our friend Haruna here, a lot of you already know, but he's colorblind. there are different types of color blindness. Some people can see 2 or 3 colors. Some people can see less colors, you know? But red is usually one of the basic ones that colorblind people cannot see. So if you put red, this red, if you make it black and white, it turns it turns kind of deep gray. So if you pair that with black text, a colorblind person will not be able to see the text. So they will have to guess what, I mean, they will probably have to squint or tweak the screen settings to be able to see the text. So that would be something that I would probably change. Instead of the highlighter, that I understand that they want to have a highlighter to keep in this idea of the files and investigation and all of that, I will try to find another type to represent that's a button. Also, it's extremely long. It doesn't need to be that long. It doesn't need to be this long. Also, it's highlighted, but when I hover the button, it gets doubly highlighted, which do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Vibration should be with the controls. I personally think vibration is with the with the controller, so I don't know why it's in the game setting menus. Hold to crouch what? Hold to run. See, this is what I told you. This is controllers and this is mouse and keyboards. In controls, I would have tabs. I would have the tab for controller, I would have the tab for keyboard, and I would have the tab for mouse. Usually mouse doesn't need, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same page. It can be reduced to one single page with two tabs. Look sensitivity and mouse sensitivity is exactly the same. It's horrible. It's like that in Apex. That's every triple game right now, by the way. Oh jeez. Hi Gundam, welcome in. Control is for joystick. That's what I'm talking about. You have one that's one single tab for controls, and inside of controls you have the different ones that you want. So controller, mouse, and keyboard. So it's a lot cleaner, and the user knows that controllers is only that. You would be surprised how many AAA don't have UX designers. So basically I can forget about this. Mouse and okay. So the was again this button, the WAS, I would have added something like this, or something that where I can change it, because this again for people with visual impairments, this is kind of hard to watch with this background. Hold to run, yes. Hold to crouch. Mouse sensitivity 50%. I guess that would be okay. Audio. Yeah, seems. I mean, it's the same. I'm gonna repeat myself. Because graphically, all of them. Why did the background change? Apply resolution, sample ups. Steam Deck up. Okay. Okay, for some reason we get a close up to the band. I suppose to check the graphics. Super duper detective indeed. I guess we try. Also, why does this disappear when we are in the settings page? Shouldn't it stay in the page always? But anyways, I've been ranting for 20 minutes about the UI and the UX. Let's play. Use the erase gun. Okay, that trick was way too fast. Why do I get controller prompts? Now we go. Possible alien. Oh, this gives me very early phasmophobia vibes. Are they aggressive? Do they communicate? I think they do. Oof, the mouse is a tiny bit too much. Cajun? Isn't that like a spice? Cajun spice? Gray alien, green man, insectoid, mantis, reptilian, xenomorphic, zoomorphic, and zeta. The green man is my wife. What to do now? The information you need is on the laptop. Start by opening the objective folder. Carefully read each tool function in the tools folder. You are in the Nexus. From here you can select the next mission. Okay. How do I choose? Hello? 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 Oh, why does enter give me the... Okay. Hello? Hello? Pick up with the right mouse? That doesn't feel very... That doesn't feel very responsive, like very... I would prefer E, like in Phasmo. It's a lot easier. From walking forward, you move with the W and pick things with the E, which makes sense. So that means I need to use right button. Okay, see, this is why I say that it's not the users have a way of playing, and when you are making a game you have to think in the way the users play, or how they are playing games in the similar fashion. So we know that this game is basically Phasmophobia with aliens. So you would assume that people who are gonna play this game have some kind of experience with Phasmophobia or games of the same vein. So right click to access things is not their first instinct when they play. I tried clicking E for a while, and enter gave me options, but my mind would not have went straight to the right button to access the PC. At least I would have left. I did left click. Hi Quizon, welcome in. They were going for the old type themes. Yes, the vintage. My computer. Okay. Okay, this is on a line. Why is this button so big? Last rank achieving this mansion, NA. Roswell points unlocked, go here. Training area. In this training area you will see a very basic example of how alien detection and spawn zones work. Don't expect anything too elaborate. The goal is for you to learn on your own during real missions. Medium house. Okay. Medium house. The Jones family contacted us. They see, instead of medium house, I would do the Jones family or the Jones house. They say they are desperate because no one believes them. According to the father, Daniel Jones, a strange event started happening in their home a few weeks ago. These incidents occur at night. Doors closing by themselves, lights turning off. See? Another thing, if you are reading this and you have it at the end because you finish reading, when you go to the next page, you would assume that this would scroll, that would be at the top. So you don't have to scroll by yourself and you can read the actual description. So the scroll should be automatically going back. Apartments. Okay, what apartments? Again, we should have the same name of the apartment. The image could be smaller, to be honest. The image doesn't need to be this big, in my humble opinion. There is a lot of white space unutilized. Also, this is way too thin for be easy reading. Because see, I don't know if you guys can see it when you scroll down. This is kind of mega gucha gucha, like in Japanese it's gucha gucha, like it hurts, but it's not like hoarding. It's like see, and the thing, it stays in the same place. So Ione is alpha testing now. I mean, the game just released. I'm just giving my opinion as a I mean, that's what I do at work. Thank you for acquiring the UFOPHILIA software, a specialized operating system for gathering evidence that proves the existence of extraterrestrials. New system. Show your worth by earning RP, Roswell points, to unlock new missions and upgrades. What's Roswell points? Do the thing. Hello everyone, my name is Ione. I'm a streamer from Japan, but I'm not Japanese. I'm an Eldritch Horror and a Nereid, and I work as an art director at a game company. So when I play games, I give unsolicited game them advice. Welcome in, everyone. So I need to know what Roswell points are. You cannot throw me this and expect me to know what Roswell points are. You know? To unlock new missions and upgrades. Photo of an alien, 1 RP. UFO object, 1 RP. Mission objective completed, 1 RP. Special tool used from level 5 onward, 4 RP. For example, this, from level 5 onward, I think this would be something that you get once you reach level 5, and when you get level 5, this one pops up. Use a special item, and then you know. Oh, this can go down. Oh, okay. See, another thing, I thought this was for aesthetics. To begin, open the objectives. What is the objective? This one. Folder where you will find steps to follow. Good luck. I think this could be compressed. I think this logo could be smaller, and all of this text could be compressed so you don't have to scroll down and you see everything at glance. I think it would be a lot easier to understand. Tools. Attention, if the alien tries to abduct you and you escape, you will have to reactivate Phase 4 for the alien to appear again. I can get abducted? If you activate Phase 4, a signal will be emitted that will make the alien appear and move to the spawn zone. At the moment, you can enter the area to photograph it, but be careful, each alien has specific requirements that must be met to approach and photograph. UFO info folder. If you don't meet them, the alien will come near you as soon as you enter. Hi, Cosmic! Welcome in! My camera. Oh, this is gonna be annoying to check later. No. Oof. Ooh. Oh, thank you for lurking, Sagar. I hope you have a good day. Thank you, thank you. How was your weekend? It was great. Thank you for asking. How have you been? The aliens can abduct you. You should stop, alien. You can. You cannot touch me. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Okay. I think at this point it's just me rehashing everything. I think baits should be bigger since it's actually the tool that we are looking at. Probably the photo should be better, because if you take like 1 second glance, that's what most people will do, like just look it for a second and then go to explanation. I think it should be better illuminated, like what you would see in a store, you know? For example, baits are your allies. Remember that. If they are explaining that, I don't think this is necessary. Some aliens require a bait to be placed in the appearance room, because it's, after all, it's to explain the tools. 3 types of bait. I mean, see, you can barely see the camera. Microwave reader. Wait. It's not... Isn't there a 4th? Master Nick. Wait. Are the microwave waves called microwaves? What are they called? Yeah. Instead of microwave reader, I would probably call it electromagnetic wave or something like that. Because even me, not an English speaker, this sounds kind of out. If a green light turns on, it confirms that xenomorphic, zoomorphic, or zeta. Again, this is a thing that we see in Phasmo, and I think that Phasmo has been slowly fixing as the game has been evolving and the development has been happening, is that you have the page where you tick off all of the depending on your difficulty, the 3 what's the word? Oh my god, it doesn't come out. The 3 evidences to see the ghost. So if I only have this here, it's a lot of information to remember, because right now we are only... Now we know that for 3 of them we will use this one. Gauge counter. Geiger? Ufology, that you should be highlighted because it's quote unquote quote unquote a science. Geiger is for radiation. Motion detector. Okay. EMF. Isn't it very similar to old Phasmo EMF reader? If the EMF activators from 1 to 3, it means that the gray alien, reptilian, or Zeta in the same area. That's a lot of information to remember. If it reaches 4 or 5 at any point, it means you are inside the spawn zone. Thermometer. That's a lot to remember. -4 to 0, a reptilian. 0 to 4, Zeta. 5 to 8, gray alien. As time passes, the manifestation zone heats up due to alien. That's a lot of information to remember. Directional tour. Magnetometer. Pulse matter. Green alien kitchen. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of information. I think I would make a lot of these tools. Again, I'm basing myself a lot on Phasmophobia because this is what this game seems to be based on. How many tools are there? Oh my god, that's what I was about to say, Cosmic, that there are so many tools that as a first time player, it's overwhelming. Even me, as an art director, as someone who works in games, I'm starting to feel this very overwhelming. And it's pulling me out from wanting to play the game because it's a lot to remember for a first time player. Or at least a first-time casual player as I am, as someone who's trying to get into the game. I would do something similar as Phasmophobia. Give us a very basic few first items, and as you level up, as you continue getting experience with this searching of aliens, you unlock new tools and you unlock upgrades and you unlock level ups. Same as with the why do we have locked houses, locked missions, but we do not have locked items? Because the Roswell points, I think it would better be suited as something to unlock better gear, in my opinion. Obviously, bigger apartments and bigger missions, they can be unlocked with leveling up. But if you lock maps or lock 90% of your maps way too early, if your first map is not really good, yeah, the onboarding needs work, yes. If your first map is not very good, people are not gonna continue playing to grind up points to unlock the next level for the next map. And the tools explanation, I haven't even finished. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 items. And I haven't even started playing the game, and I need to remember I mean, probably 12? 12 because these 3 are level 5. But still. It's a lot of items. A lot of items. Why do we need a spirit box? Do we really need a spirit box to talk with aliens? If they are in this... I don't like that you have to click left and right for search for an item. Yeah. That's another one. One thing that as a UX designer, we do, and I'm sure everyone experiences it, but when you go to a website, if the website takes more than 3 seconds to load, you leave. We have very short... it's not the, oh, TikTok is rotting our brains. No, it's not that talk. It's like we don't have the patience to wait more than 3 seconds for a website to load. And it's the same with links. So if you have to click more than 2 or 3 times to access something that you really want, you're gonna lose interest on that thing because you want that thing and you want that thing now. So, for example, one of the easier way to explain this is me as an art director, and I see that a lot with illustrators, with freelance, especially people who are starting to become freelance illustrators. I see it a lot on Twitter, because sometimes we get people being like, hey, I would like to work with you, I would like to work for your game, check my Twitter, and they have this link tree or a card or something like that, and you click that link and it's like 5 different links to all of their websites, like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, Pixie, whatever, wherever. But you're like, okay, I liked your art that I saw on Twitter. Where is your portfolio? So, and then I click the first link. That's the link on... Wait. First, click on Twitter, the URL. Second link, click the cart. Then from cart, look... I have to look for the profile thing. That's another click. That's already 3 clicks. If you really have to spend a lot of time to find a thing, you are not gonna do it. So that's one of the things that I would really... And just as what you said, it's like, okay, do I need to scroll down each single one to see the alien? Also, this is... Why is this here? I'm... Use the remote microphone. Communicates through spirit box. That's another one. We saw spirit box and I had the same reaction, like spirit box for aliens? That doesn't make sense. Unless it's a very lucrative website or something really important. Yeah, exactly, Cosmic. What they could have done is split the table with items on the option displaying its details. you know what? That becomes very annoying when you are an experienced player in that game, because every time that you hover over the item and you get the explanation, is like, yeah, wherever, stop, I already seen it, I already know it. So it becomes very annoying. So one of the easiest ways, as I explained earlier, is that you cap how many items a beginner gets, so they slowly get the hang of the game with low tier or very minimal items, and slowly start integrating more and more and more items. Again, I continue with the Phasmophobia comparison. In Phasmo, there are certain items that you cannot get until you get investigator level 30 or level 80 or level, you know? So also because you need to earn money to buy those items, and also more money to upgrade those items as you level up. So I think that would have been a very good way to or at least a guide for this game to structure their items, because it's like 12 items, and in any single investigation you have phase 1 to phase 5, which means that when you get to phase 5, you need to have understood the 15 items. 15, unless you are someone who's really experienced with games. That's a hard ask for any casual player to jump into this game. Oh, Jesus. That's a cool design, though. This space could be off. So that's a lot of events. You know what this will create a shit. It's too much. It's too much. I understand and I see what they are trying to do. They are like, oh, we have this cool idea and so many things we want to do, and we want to implement everything. And that's completely okay. You can do that. Problem is, it's too much. I think scaling it down and slowly releasing as developing progresses would make a lot of good for this game. I think it can be very, very good, but the description should be, because we also get description of the ghost in Phasmo, so I understand that they want to have a tiny bit of a lore in each one of the aliens. But what's more important, you have to you need to end up thinking, what's the most important thing that I want to show up in this page. And I'm not talking about anything graphic, because if I have to talk about the things graphic for we can be here all day, and we haven't started yet, and I've been talking about this game for 49 minutes on the UX, only UX. And see, this is like, oh, These should be tabs, in my opinion. See, because now I need to circle all of the descriptions, see everything, read everything for the photo condition of everything. And then go back to do the full circle to go back to the things that I have experienced while playing. Also, we haven't started playing yet, but will I be able to access this as I play? As I can do in Phasmo? Because in Phasmo, when you click J, that's journal, you can the journal pops up and you can automatically click the things as you find them. You know what I mean? I'm this close, so I'm this you cannot see my hand, but I'm pinching my fingers so close to open Figma and start designing. I can. This game is making me want to design. Or at least fix it. It's like, you know, when girls are like, I can fix him. I'm like, I can fix this game. I can fix it. Like going fucking insane. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can do it. I can fix it. I promise. I will do it for free. Please, let me help you. Let me help you with your game. Should I? Should I do days? I mean, I'm not popular enough to be like, send me your game and I will give you a quote unquote professional feedback on stream, you know? When sometimes people are like, send me a PNG of your VTuber and I will give you feedback on your design. Should I do that with indie games? Trade. You can only fix things with WD-40 and duct tape. I guess. I think that would be a fun stream idea. But I don't know how many people would do it. Photos. I can only take 4 photos. Exit. Oh, okay. Objective. Locate the appearance zone. Its mission has an appearance zone, usually a room where the alien will appear later in phase 4. You won't always be able to identify it easily, so stay alert for flickering lights turning on and off, and specific area. Noises coming from a direction or sudden drops in temperature. This phenomenon occurs in the appearance zone, but keep in mind that other events might happen everywhere in the level. Then one is why? If these events are supposed to have in the appearance zone, why can't they happen in other areas? I understand that it's for making you second guess where the actual appearance zone is. But it doesn't make sense. Shouldn't it be better, again, something similar to Phasmo where the alien changes rooms? Like once or twice, depending on the difficulty of the level. In Phasmo, the lower levels, probably the ghost doesn't change room, or maybe changes once or twice. And on the higher levels, it changes like 4, 5, 6 times, depending on how long it takes you to finish the level. Step 2. Don't overuse your tools. You gave me 15 tools. Each alien requires specific tools to be identified. If you use the wrong ones, you might trigger an abduction attempt? Place tools in strategic locations such as passageways, but avoid excessive use if you don't have clear clues about which alien is present. The best strategy is to start exploring without tools to locate the appearance zone first. Then why do you give me 15 tools to start with? Try playing a level, I guess. Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done learning about the game. Step 3, follow the clues. They are steps, they are phases. Whenever you notice something strange, write it down. Once you are recorded several events, you can check them in the laptop. There you will find the phenomena and by clicking on them, the system will indicate which type of aliens might be present. Step 4. Why is step 4 and phase 4? Choose a name. You can activate phase 4 from the laptop. The UFOPHILIA software includes an antenna-like device already installed in your transport vehicle. When activated, this device erases your human presence, making the alien feel safe enough to manifest in the appearance zone. This is the moment to grab your night vision camera, turn off the lights, and start searching. But be careful, each alien has specific requirements that you must follow. More information in the UFO info folder. Jesus Christ. Approach the alien. In phase 4, each alien has certain we know that. You don't need to rephrase that. We just read it. What this have to do with phase 5? An aggressive alien will chase you if he sees you and you are too close, move away, and it will stop following you. You will have to approach it from behind to take a picture. A curious alien will tolerate your presence, but if you get too close, it will react aggressively. Then it's exactly the same. Then an aggressive alien and a curious alien are basically the same. Is it not? If he sees you and you are too close, it will chase you. Curious alien, if you get too close, it will react aggressively. So aggressively means that it will chase me. Abduction. If you get too close to an alien during phase 4, an abduction will begin. And for example, this phase 4, the P is in caps, but here is in not in caps. These are little things that you need to check. At that moment, you won't be able to leave the area, and the alien, along with some companions, will relentlessly chase you. Not all of them will try to abduct you, but it's best not to stick around to find out. Survive long enough. So this is a hunting. Grammar general. It's not grammar general. It's like it's keeping a consistent formatting across all pages. Because even if you are an indie game designer, there are tiny things that signal to your players that you are serious, that you are valuing their time, that you have, you know, a kind of respect. It's not respect, what's the word, like professionalism, you know? Like that you notice these tiny things because as they say, the devil is in the details. So if you see these tiny things, maybe it doesn't register in your brain that, oh, that's not, it was on on a caps before it was, but now it's not on caps anymore. It maybe doesn't register in your brain that that's a specific thing, but in your brain is like, huh, I don't know, this feels kind of, you know, that's what you end up thinking subconsciously. You don't buy hot dogs from a person that wears only one shoe. What do you mean with that? Survive long enough and they will stop chasing you. Phase 4 will deactivate and you will need to trigger it again. Okay. I have the photos, now what? If you have collected enough evidence, return to your caravan and select end mission. You can leave at any time, but you will receive fewer Roswell points if you don't obtain all 4 photos. That means that I can take 4 photos in a sequence on dip, I guess. Additionally, there are UFO-related objects scattered across the map, left behind by other ufologists who weren't so lucky. How is this a step? You earn more Roswell points. You will need to find lost UFO items. We call them that, but they are actually belongings lost by ufology enthusiasts, usually related to sci-fi movies with an alien theme. I don't think this is needed. I don't think this page is needed. Let people experience. Why trigger again when you escape? I don't know. To take the photos and gain points. I think this would be best for as you play, you find the items, you know? It's more like, holy shit, I found it! That's the thing! It's, you know? Okay, that was fucking long. Shop. So there are upgrades. In the store, you can upgrade your tools or purchase new items. More items? Do I need more? I have enough. The upgrades you buy will be permanent. UFO item scanner. So this is overpowered. You grind 14 points, you buy these. Game done. This is game breaking item. For 14 points? That's less points than the night camera upgrade. And 22 Roswell points level 9, 14 Roswell points level 5. We're having a balancing issue in here. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Your model is hiding the upgrade. Oh, sorry. But yeah, it's let me move myself. This one. I don't know if you guys can see it now. Bless you. Thank you, said it. So see, identify alien type, 14 Roswell points, level 5. This is game breaking. You will be able to identify what type of alien is in the area once per mission. That's all I need. That's all I need, really. Aside from the photos. But if I know the alien type, I know the items that I need to bring to take the photos. Okay, I guess. Also, to leave this is either escape or the exit. Hi, Lane. You missed my 1 hour talking only about the UX and the UI design of this game. I haven't even started playing. 1 hour in. I guess we go in. Missions. Let's go to the training area. Bro's a generational hater. I'm not a hater. I'm trying. I know I may sound like a hater, but I'm not hating them. I really want them to make the best game that they can. Okay. These are things that sometimes indie game developers don't think about. Because most of the time they are just people who want to make a game, and making a game is not easy. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of resources. It's at least they have a game on Steam, you know? So if as someone who works in the industry, if I can give them feedback to improve, I think that's something good for them. Let's do the training area. Training, okay. Okay, can I move? Okay. In this mission, you will be able to experience in a basic way how to play. Grab a tool, microwave reader, and enter the premises. Let me take a screenshot of this. Oh shit, I cannot take a screenshot. I cannot take a screenshot. Okay. Okay, let me take a screenshot. Okay. Your eyes. Are you the message visible to you? Yes, they are cosmic. They are. You are not hating. Your criticisms are valid and unhateful. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you. Usually, if you are playing a game, your eyes. Why am I explaining how to play games to people who play games? But usually, your eyes are at the center of the screen. That's where most of the action is happening. So if you have a tutorial or any type of text at the top left, that's very inconvenient for the player, so it would be best to have it close to the center so they don't have to move their head to actually see that. They can just move their eyes and see it and be able to read it. That's another thing. Also, escape to close the message. That's a new one. Honestly, Art Studio helps a lot with something like that. Yes. See, and we start with one item. This is just a training mission, but in a real mission you will have many more tools available. When a device gives a positive reading, you can check the UFO info folder to see which aliens can trigger it, helping you rule out or add possible alien types. Spawn zones are the... This is too verbose. It's too much text. Cut down how many tags, because it's too much. Spawn zones are the areas where the alien will appear once phase 4 is active. For example, these are... I don't like long English. The thing is, a lot of these can be triggered as a pop-up or as an update once you reach that specific part of the game. For example, Spawn zones are the areas where the alien will appear once phase 4 is activated. Phase again on with not cap letters. To find these zones, there are specific tools. Event. When again at the top you are telling me that in a real mission I will have more items. You know, I think this needs a lot of proofreading. Once you know which alien it is, where it will appear, check the UFO info folder to find out what requirements you need to photograph it. Then activate phase 4 from the tools folder and the alien will appear. Tutorials without images and only text should be a crime. Not a crime. Not. Hey, they are learning. They are learning. And sometimes when you are a programmer, because sometimes they are not designers. They are not designers and they are doing the way that they can. So these are things that can slowly be shown as you play. Ooh, that's dark as fuck. Should I grab it? When one of the tools, see, again, it's top left. When one of the tools activates, each tool would work in a different way. It could be evidence. In a real mission, it will help you to know what type of alien it is by entering the... okay. How do I activate it? Holy shit. An alien has activated the tool. This means that there is an alien nearby. Keep moving forward. Okay. If I need to stop, I don't know if you guys could see it because I did it way too fast. I got that tutorial pop up and I could not move. So I had to close the tutorial and then move. Which is, if you are supposed to be moving, kind of annoying that you are blocked like that. The flickering of light is an indicator of a spawn zone. There are many other signs. Now activate the phase 4 in the tools folder on the laptop. Okay, I guess we have to leave. This is barely running. Now activate... yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Hello, PC? Jesus Christ. Where was the thing? Where do you activate? See, this is... it's so much info that now I'm like, where the fuck do I activate phase 4? Objective? No. Where the fuck? UFO info? No. Fuck, where it is? Tools. Tools. Alien in the zone. I guess. I'm trying to get inside. Stop stopping me. To be able to take photos of the alien, you will have to get quite close. In training, nothing will happen to you, but in missions, the closer you get to the alien, the higher the chance it will try to abduct you. When you take a valid photo... oh, Jesus Christ, that's so long. Why are there so many dials? I'm telling you. When you take a valid photo, for example... don't tell me that I'm gonna hear a sound. Show me. That's also a thing. If you are a writer, you will also hear this a lot, like, show me, don't tell me. Same with games. Show the player how they get things. Do not tell them. Because if you tell them, you are taking away the experience of finding that specific thing or experiencing that thing. Because in some cases, it's more rewarding failing like a couple of times and then succeeding on getting what you are supposed to get. With each valid follow you take, the probability of abduction increases. Okay. Hello. Oh. Oh, that was poopy. Memory full. Okay, we'll leave. And then I will get another bet. Oh. I was so sure I would get a pop-up again. The cardboard cutout was kinda cute. For a tutorial, that's very cute. What do I have to do now? No, wait. I have to see what thing it is. I have the photos. I have to see what alien it is. Tools. Missions? No. This. Can I leave? What is this tool? Again, what the fuck was it? UFO info? Yes, thank you. EMF activation? Was that? So gray alien? Was it? I was also... Wait, what tool is that? Microwave. See, I don't even remember the tools. There are so many tools. That's the microwave. This. Radiation. Lights. Where are the lights? Lights flicker. I think that is it. Insectoid, reptilian, zoomorphic. That one looks like kind of a green man. Zoomorphic, is it? Oh, Jesus, now I need to go all the way back. Oh, Jesus, it left? Zoomorphic, I guess, is that? That's what it looked like. Catching iChance friends. No, iChance friends would make it a lot easier for me. That's another issue, see? Alien Photos 4, okay. Now what? Now what? Why is the font different here? Now I have a flashlight? Oh, that flashlight's slow. That flashlight's slow. We did good? I don't know. I don't know if I did good. Only God knows. Only God knows. Jesus Christ. I'm already tired. I only did the tutorial. UFOPHILIA? Yes, sir. Also, call me crazy. Okay, philia denotes fondness, especially an abnormal love for a specified thing. As we all know, one especially fun, yeah, especially UFO found lover. All the aliens look similar to each other. I think because we see them without color. We only see the sketches. I think that may be the issue. See, because if we go to where the fuck are you? See, the gray alien is gonna be gray. The green man is gonna be green. Cajun. I don't know. Looks like a man. Looks like a normal person. Caucasian man. The mantis is probably the one that's most different, especially for the mouth. Zoomorphic and gray alien kind of look the same. You are right in here, Bacchus. Reptilian, long neck. I would expect a reptilian to look more like a reptile. Hi, Tamama, welcome in. Insectoid. Do not crouch? Long. What was that ad? Long man. Insectoid. Okay. Looks pissed off, that's for sure. And this one looks like gray alien with the head different shape. Zeta looks like all of the other aliens. That's a check. long man. Let me take another screenshot. Because God knows I'm gonna be redoing this. Jesus Christ, that's a long thing. Damn, now I feel old. No, you are too young, Miso. Why is exit here, you know? How to see? Yeah, you were right, Bacchus. When are you not right, Bacchus? When are you not right? Because we also have video cameras, which means that we can monitor them from here, which is very not very convenient. All the aliens kind of look dehydrated. I mean, there is no water in space, I think. Why does the lighting in the background change with the pop-ups? Also, the tools, the tools, the bane of my existence. If we have these, we should be able to use it. My computer. Why do we need my computer for? See? If we can have tabs here, why cannot have tabs anywhere else? Giga X button. Yeah, huge closing button. Now I wanna open Figma. Figma! Open! Figma. It's either Figma or I open Photoshop, but Figma is easier to use though. Do it. Do it. As Palpatine once said. What did Palpatine say? Log in. We are not playing anymore. We are helping them with their things. My projects. Drafts. Do I have new project? Oh shit. I'm on the free plan, therefore I cannot use it. I'm gonna do Photoshop. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna draw it with my hands instead of using the software. Because as you may correctly guess, I cannot use my work account that my company pays for, because there are work related things in there that I cannot show anyone. So we're gonna be using other things. We're gonna be using Mr. Photoshop to show you what I mean. Confidential stuff. Yeah, bro. Got her tablet. Yes, that I did. Let me move here. Where is my mouse? I have lost my mouse. Here we go. Exit to main menu. Exit. Wow. Why I'm so distorted. I'm distorted. There we go. Still got work mode on it. Oh no. Oh no, no one likes that. Hi, Bright Star. Little Witch in the Woods on screen. We love Little Witch in the Woods. I played the game a tiny bit. Let me pop this up. Oh, I like it. Thank you. Yes, finally someone recognized it. Gonna do 5,000 pixels with 5,000 and 72 dpi. Okay, calm down, blanket. I'm gonna change. There we go. I need to make this a tiny bit bigger. Okay. And then we do this. And I need to make myself a molar. Miss Ione, this will be on the test. No, don't worry. Wait for the vertical people. Sorry, vertical people, we are ending the stream here. If you want to see, go to the horizontal one or go to Twitch. Bye bye, kisses, mwah, mwah. Goodbye.